Hello Patreon, it's me, Luke, and do you know what? I realised something earlier today. Thinking about the series that we're doing on Patreon, there's so many, I started thinking about which ones have been long overdue for a new episode. And then I remembered, Extreme Cheapskates. It's been such a long time since I last did one. The last one was on the 8th of June. I mean, that's literally a month, longer than a month ago. So, you know, I thought it's time to do another one. And I also remember, on the last one, somebody actually mentioned a possible suggestion. They said, looking forward to the world's cheapest millionaire episode. So, when I was, Extreme Cheapskates, this was on the list. It was there. I thought, I've got to do it. A cheapskate millionaire. Really? I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand that there's a lot of millionaires out there who live frugally because, it keeps them rich. It makes sense. But there's being a bit frugal, and then there's the people that are on this show. Okay? I mean, night and day is what we're dealing with here, people. So, yeah. This is going to be good. I can feel it. So, yep, here we go. It's time for Extreme Cheapskate Series 1, Episode 3, exclusive Patreon series, The World's Cheapest Millionaire. Let's go.
I keep my water heater turned off. I need 22 minutes to heat it up enough to get a shower, so I turn it on every morning when I get up. This is my handy dandy water heater timer. I set it for...
Okay, so she just said that she turns her water heater off when she's not using it. She turns it on for 22 minutes because that's how long it takes to heat up enough water to have a shower. I mean, yeah, millionaire, even, I don't have a water heater, but no, you don't have to do that. Because you're not using it when... Oh, no, wait. Yeah, what? I'm thinking of this in a British sense. So, we just, our hot water, it's there when we turn it on. And the rest of the time, it's not being heated up. Because, well, I don't know. We don't have them in our houses anyway. We just don't.
This is my handy dandy water heater timer. I set it for 22 minutes. So
a timer, right.
Because God forbid I waste an extra minute on that water heater.
Oh, God forbid you do it for an extra minute. You might spend another 2 cents.
Saves me over $80 a month on my water bill. My name is Amy Elizabeth, and I'm the world's cheapest multimillionaire.
Multimillionaire? So she's rich. And she won't even let her water heater heat the water for an extra minute. She has a timer to make sure it's that precise. Wow, okay.
With a personal net worth of $5.3 million.
A net worth of $5.3 million. I mean, yeah. Carry on.
This 50-year-old Las Vegas entrepreneur refuses to throw a single penny down the drain.
While we were married, Amy learned how to turn off the circuit breakers to save on power. Boy, how many times I would wake up and forget that the water heater was off. Jump in that cold shower, talk about shrinkage. Oh!
Shrinkage, yeah, cold shower, everything shrinks. Wow. I mean, it doesn't look like a millionaire's front room, but it's not too shabby, is it? I mean, it's cream overload, I mean, yeah, cream has its place in, modern furniture, modern living room design, but that's too much cream.
This is my beautiful home. As you can see, it's full of upscale furniture. I like nice things, but I don't like to pay for them.
Amy works hard to...
Oh, do you know, I absolutely love when there's, steps in a room. So, you'll be walking and then there's steps there that takes you down to like the main sitting area. I love stuff like that. I don't know, it makes it feel a bit more special. Like, you know, so when you're in that sitting area, you're in a separate part of the room to the rest of it. You know, it just makes it feel special. That's like a sign you've got money. You know, you're minted if you can do that. You can afford to put steps in your living room.
Stay well below a $1,000 monthly budget. And although
She spends less than $1,000 a month. Wow. That's crazy. I mean, if I was worth £5 million, I mean, alright, so I can't drive, so I wouldn't be buying cars. I can't fly, and I wouldn't be able to learn, because you need like a degree to become a pilot. I wouldn't want to learn how to fly helicopters, so I wouldn't be like interested in any of that stuff that rich people do and spend a lot of money on. But, you know, for me, it'd be more like event based, so I'd be going to all like the biggest football matches in style, so hospitality, all the biggest music concerts. You know, I'd want the best food for, if you know, I'd buy like expensive dog food and shit like that, clothes and stuff, like fragrances as well. I would spend a lot of money on like luxuries. I mean, I do that now, you know, Pop-Tarts, that marshmallow fluff. No, I'm always at the shop buying them energy drinks. You know, I am that sort of person. I would spend a lot on luxuries, but she's not doing that at all, is she? $1,000 a month. That is exactly that is. She's not spending any more money on anything but what she needs to survive. That's crazy to me. I mean, if you're worth that much, then you've earned it. Enjoy it, you know? Let's see how she lives.
Although she
Hopefully it
can't
tells
afford
us.
a more comfortable lifestyle, she saves more than $200,000 annually by refusing to buy anything new.
This is my one sponge. Some people might think this is a little nasty until it's falling apart and rotting.
Right, no, I'm sorry. No, that's too far. How much are sponges? Literally, right, you can get a pack of sponges in Morrison's for, well, actually, I haven't been to Morrison's in a while, but I can remember them being like 80 pence for a pack of like 12 or 8 or whatever it is. It's a sponge. How cheap are sponges? They're like the cheapest cleaning product you can buy. She's using her sponges until it's literally falling apart. You've got $5 million in the You can afford a sponge, love. Seriously. You can afford a sponge. Somebody tell her that. Wow. She won't buy a
reason
sponge.
to throw it away. Over here, I have one knife.
One knife. Oh, Christ. I mean, yeah, alright. I agree with that. People who either live on their own or there's only 2 people in the house, yeah, there's no need to have your kitchen drawers and cupboards full of cutlery and dinnerware. It's not needed. But one knife. She's married, there's 2 of them, so there's a dude suffering through this as well. And also, what I just said about, you know, you don't need, that's a bit hypocritical, because literally, our kitchen cupboards, we've got about 50 cups. We have got loads of cups, like tea and coffee cups. There's just loads of them. There's even 2 latte glasses, you know, with the little handles. And we've got quite a few plates and bowls and stuff as well. But that's because I think like a few years ago, someone was like either moving house or clearing stuff out, and we got a load of it. So, but yeah, we've got loads of cups. But hey, no, cups are different. No, you need cups. Yeah. Even though I only use about 2. I've got an Only Fools and Horses cup though that I like.
I guard it with my life. It never touches water. I just wipe it down on a towel every time after I use it and put it back in the drawer.
What? She never washes the knife. That's...
So the way I got the house is when my ex-husband and I decided to divorce. He's got a good heart, and he insisted that I keep the house because he knew.
Oh, she's divorced. Wait, hold on.
When my ex-husband and I decided to divorce, he's got a good heart.
Oh, when my ex-husband and I decided to divorce. You mean when he got sick of your shit and was like, see ya. When he was like, yeah, I can't be doing with no hot water in the shower, using one knife, and whatever else she made him do when we literally absolutely rolling in it. Come on, you know that's what happened. It has to be. Seriously though, you know, it must be difficult living with somebody like this. I mean, it'd be bad enough if it's someone who's not a millionaire, they just have like a good job and they're on like 100 grand a year or something. But this woman is literally worth $5 million. You know, there's Premier League footballers that aren't worth that yet. So, come on. There's only so much of that you can take.
He insisted that I keep the house because he knew that if I didn't keep the house, I would move into a hovel of a one-bedroom apartment to save money, and he's right.
Amy won't pay anyone to clean her home, so her ex-husband volunteers to do it for free, saving her $400 a month.
Wait, she refuses to pay anybody to clean her home. Ex-husband volunteers to do it for free. What? So they're divorced, but he volunteers to clean the home that he left to her for free. Mate, I think you've done enough for her, don't you? You left her the house. This big massive mansion. And you're cleaning it. Or does he have a plan? Is he gonna like come back in a few years and be like, it's my house now. And we're only keeping it clean so I can sell it for a profit. What's going on here? This is a bit of a weird situation. Something doesn't smell right to me.
If you could start and do the toilet, that needs it the worst.
Okay.
Oh my god, she's literally stood behind him saying, do this, do that, do it like this. No. That's not, no, come on. He left you the house. He's cleaning it for you for free to save you $400 a month. Because as we know, $400 a month, that's too much for someone who's worth $5 million. And you're literally there like, do it like this, do it. Wow. Bro.
Work here.
And don't forget to get under the rim because you miss that a lot.
I'm glad to help her around the house with the cleaning. I do yard work. I drive.
You do yard work and what?
Glad to help her around the house with the cleaning. I do yard work. I drive her to her appointments once in
You drive her to her appointments.
a while.
This is like free exercise for him. Keeps him in
This is like free exercise for him. Keep
shape.
in shape. Wow. Oh my god. The simp. Simp. Hashtag simp. Simp identified.
Win-win-win all the way around.
Sorry, but you are. You're a simp.
One of the times that
Well,
I
actually,
noticed,
no, can you call someone a simp when they're not actually in a relationship with the person, with the woman? I don't think you can, right? The definition of simp is it has to be a woman that you're in a relationship with. But still, no. Come on, you're divorced. Why are you literally cleaning the house that you gave her, driving her around like a personal chauffeur, cleaner, housekeeper? You don't have to do that. See what I mean? There's something not right here.
that Amy was a cheapskate.
This is weird.
I came to her house and she asked me, did I want lunch? So I said, sure. She fixed me a tuna fish sandwich. As I'm eating the sandwich, I'm thinking,
Why is there a cat on that tin of tuna? What? No. Don't you dare tell me that's what I'm about to hear.
she fixed
And this woman, she's telling us a story about how she came round for lunch. No.
the house and she asked me, did I want lunch? So I
She asked you, do you want lunch, right?
said, sure.
You said sure. Yeah, because, okay.
She fixed me a tuna fish sandwich.
She fixed you a tuna fish sandwich.
As I'm
That tin of tuna has a cat on it.
eating the sandwich, I'm thinking, this is a little fishy. What
Wait, I just saw. Wait, no.
sandwich? As I'm eating the sandwich,
Oh my god, that's the fucking Purina logo. It's cat food. She feeds her friend cat food. Why? I mean, seriously, why? First of, forget the cheapskate stuff. That's like, I mean, it's not assault, but it's abuse, right, honey? You're feeding someone cat food. Oh my god, she's a fucking nutcase. What the hell am I watching? Cat food. No.
sure.
Why?
At her house, she asked me, did I want lunch? So I said, sure. And I'm thinking, this is a little fishy. What
A little
is
fishy.
this?
Mike, lunch is ready.
And then I looked on the countertop and I noticed there were cat food cans that were empty. And I thought, no, she didn't do this.
Here, made you some tuna fish.
She's feeding him it! She's giving it to her ex-husband! So, no, oh my god. Right, I actually feel sorry for this guy now. At first I was like, you're the gullible twat for sticking around and doing all this for her. But this is like borderline abuse now. She makes him clean the house that he gave her, ferry her around town, and she feeds him cat food sandwiches. This is a... What the fuck am I watching? This is wrong, man. Nah, that...
No, I don't think Amy has actually ever fed anyone cat food. But
You don't think she's ever fed anyone cat food? Mate, we've just seen her preparing it from a cat food tin on camera.
I wouldn't put it past her to try.
Tuna fish for people, 89 cents. Cat food for cats, 59 cents.
Wait,
For
what?
people, 89 cents.
Cat tuna for people, 89 cents. Cat food for... cat food, 59... 20 cents. 20 cents? Nah, I can't take this. This is ridiculous.
Cat food.
I thought that we had reached the peak of crazy in the last one, with the woman cooking a lasagna in a dishwasher to save on gas, or whatever the fuck she was trying to save by doing it that way. Cooking a lasagna in the dishwasher. But this?
Food for cats, 59 cents.
Oh my god, I can't watch him eat that.
Saved 30 cents.
Look at the way she's telling us about it. Watching him eat the sandwich that's made from cat food, and she looks at us.
I just saved 30 cents.
Okay, you know me, guys. I am not one for this. I'm offended. I hate it. But her face offends me. I can feel the hatred for this woman building within me. What an absolute... Wow. She is seriously... Nah. This is disgusting. She must have some kind of real, like, identifiable mental issue. She has to. Like, malignant narcissism or some sociopath minimum. What the hell?
I just saved 30 cents.
That's good.
I get income in a variety of ways. One is managing my rental properties.
Is one of your methods of income selling the organs of your ex-husbands? You know, the ones that you killed before? That's the vibe I'm getting from her. You know, like, what is it? The Black Widow, is that it? You know, like Victor mentioned. God, this is weird. It's weird.
The other is managing my investments in a brokerage fund. I don't spend money on business travel. I just think it's a total waste of money.
No, you just get him
it's
to
not
drive
something
you.
Tangible you get to keep. So I like to find ways to avoid paying for it. I have regular business trips to LA, so I drive my car. My car is a 96 Mustang.
Oh, it's a 96
lovely.
Mustang.
Some people call it the Beast.
And I'm
I mean, literally, you can probably pick one of them up in America for $500. I know someone. I have a friend on Snapchat who has one of those. He spent more painting it than he did on the actual car.
almost afraid to drive with her in it because you don't know if it's going to break down.
Once a month,
Imagine that. Imagine that. You have a friend who's worth $5 million, and when you go out for trips in her car, you don't know if you're gonna make it or not because you don't know if the car's gonna break down or not. I mean, you know, you shouldn't have to
Amy.
say that about your friend who's worth £5 million.
drives 4 hours each way.
You should be like, no, we are gonna get there because she drives a brand new Tesla, or you know, something, or at least a decent. A new car. Doesn't have to be fancy, just new.
To Los Angeles in her 17-year-old car. And while a flight would cost
17-year-old
$250,
Wow.
Amy will only spend $80 on gas and $10 on an oil change.
So she'll spend $80 on gas, but she won't spend an extra 20 cents to get tuna rather than feed people cat food. Yeah, I'm going with narcissist. Definitely. Sociopath's out the fucking window now. We've gone well past that. She
Slight vibration
is.
from the steering
Wow.
wheel, going
This
at all
is.
speeds. Wow. Yeah, you're just completely bald on there.
Wow.
Along with the tires you need, we got the windshield issue.
Let
we
me
got
guess.
the belt issue.
She's not gonna
all
fix
these
any of
safety
this.
issues going on right now.
She's gonna
I feel
wing
very
it.
uncomfortable letting you leave my facility with the car in this shape.
Really?
It's
Well,
simple to start making
if only you
fascinating
knew who you were
discoveries
dealing with,
about your
mate.
family's past with Ancestry.
This car is definitely not safe
What's
to be
wrong
on
with
the
the
road.
windshield?
It's cracked.
So I can still see out of it.
We can work with you, give you a good deal on everything, but I mean, without getting the work done, unfortunately, I can't let this vehicle leave. You know, you can leave it here for a couple days.
What
think
kind of
exactly
pricing
which
are we
one.
talking about?
you know, no offense to anyone who's got them, but blokes who have those ear hoop things, no, it's just weird. I used to know a guy with them, and he literally had them like that big. I was like, what are you doing? I mean, yeah, alright, wear studs or earrings or whatever, you know, some of them look alright, especially if you get like a diamond, but why do you need a hoop like that big in your ear? How is that stylish? I mean, is it, you know, when you've been shopping and you haven't got any extra arms? You know, are you gonna hang your clothes off it? Bro. Anyway.
All together, with everything we're looking at, you're probably looking right over $1,000 for all the repair we see that needs to be done.
Kidding me? No, I don't want to pay the money. It's a piece of crap. That's why I have a piece of crap, so I don't have to spend money on it. I came here for you to look at it, not for you to take possession of it. And
understand, I'm not-
I've got lawyers that'll hit you with lawsuits up the app.
Yeah. See what I mean? What did I say? I bet you doubted me. Narcissist. Oh, I came here for you to have a look at my car, not to take possession of it. I have lawyers who could sue your ass and... Narcissist. Sociopathic narcissist.
There's no real reason it needs to stay here. That's just bullshit. For all I know, it's perfectly fine. I don't even know what the flashlight was pointing at.
For all I know, it's perfectly fucking fine. No, you've just had a mechanic tell you it's fucked. So, For all you know shit. You don't know shit.
It is Nevada state law. As a repair facility, it is my obligation to make sure these cars are safe on the road. You're more welcome to get it towed out of here or
Look
push
at
it
her
out of here.
face.
I cannot let you drive the vehicle.
If I get a few different estimates and it's all the same, then I go home and I decide and I run my calculator. Is it really time for a new car? Or do I want to spend $1,000 to fix this? But that's my decision. It's not his.
She won't even spend $100
Oh, we know it's your
to put a good
decision.
set of
We
tires
know.
on her car. She won't spend the money to put a belt on the car. She won't even make the car safe enough to drive on the road. I would say she is the cheapest millionaire I ever met before.
Really?
Hey, Mike,
no
this is
shit.
Amy. Listen, I need you to come get me at this stupid garage. They say I can't take the car away.
There you go. Here's your gold medal in the pointing out the fucking obvious discipline in the Bell End Olympics.
Because it's unsafe on the road, and I got to get to my business meeting tonight. I'm going to have my ex-husband come and pick me up, and he's going to take...
She's having her ex-husband come and pick her up. I feel so bad for this man. She is using him like nothing I've ever seen. In reality, like in films and TV and shitty soaps, yeah. But in reality, this is wow.
Take me to the airport.
This is awful.
Meeting tonight. I'm gonna have my... I'm determined to get to my business meeting tonight. I'm on my way to the airport right now, and I'm gonna bum a ride for free.
Amy has dated pilots in the past, so she knows her way around airports. She'll try to find a pilot that's got an empty plane or something like that, and entice them to...
Wow, see what I mean? Who does she think she is? So she's gonna go to an airport and ask a pilot, oh, do you have a spare seat on your plane? Can I come with you? I'm guessing private pilot, because you can't do that on a fucking airline. Airline, British Airways do regional flights, don't they? They have empty seats on their regional flights all the time. But you can't just turn up to the airport last minute and be like, oh, can I bum a ride? No. So it'll be a private plane.
Although Amy has lost time at the
Seriously?
garage and needs to get to her business meeting in Los Angeles, she is still not willing to pay for other travel options.
Yeah, private.
Okay, why don't you wait here and let me show you how it's done.
I can't say it enough. Do I really have to keep saying that word? The S word and the M word? I won't keep repeating it because it might be annoying some of you. But, am I wrong? Is there anything else? Any other word you can use to describe this woman? Really?
Hi there.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you? Are you a pilot?
Yes, I am.
Oh, terrific. Well, I need to get a flight to LA. I'm desperate.
Oh, it's a shitty old Cessna by the look of it. Is it? It's hard to tell with the engine housing taken off.
To get there today because I have a business trip and I need to get a free flight.
Am I tomorrow?
No, I have to go today.
Maybe tomorrow, but he's not going to be ready to go for a couple of days.
Wow, he's actually offering saying, yeah, if you wait until tomorrow. I'd be like, no, get out of my hangar.
I understand. Is there anybody
Might be
else?
somebody who does.
This is my private, but he's probably paid a lot of money for that plane. If it is a Cessna, it might be a Cub Crafter actually. It looks like a Cub Crafter because of the wing position, the way the wings are. But either or, it's still an aircraft. It's expensive. So I'd be like, you either pay or you're not going
There's a guy out
anywhere.
here, you might see him. His name's Mike.
I see a plane. I don't see a person.
It's behind the other airplane.
Okay.
You really can't stick out your thumb and get an airplane ride. Once in a while, they get lucky and they find someone who's headed where they want to go.
Normally what people would do is just coming out to an airport, they could ask people that are going up and doing test
That's a Cessna.
flights or break-in flights. It's just being lucky and being in the right place at the right time.
Are you Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
Hi, Mike. My name's Amy. How you doing? The other pilots in the hangar suggested I talk to you. I'm trying to find desperately a flight to LA in the Santa Monica area.
Okay, you have no other ways to get to LA.
No way to get there.
Don't try and empathise with her. She doesn't deserve your empathy. After what I've seen, She doesn't deserve that.
Well,
She's a horrible person. Wow.
yeah, I guess that'd be all right. It's kind of not really fun to really fly alone anyway.
Well done.
So if you don't mind keeping me...
You're in a little black book now of men she can have running around for her like a blue-ass fly.
some company, I'll take you to Santa Monica.
Perfect.
Chartering an airplane, you would expect it to be in the range of $2,000 to $3,000 for a trip down to LA, and she got
Yeah.
it for free.
And there's a step right here, Amy.
Oh, okay.
You got a shoulder harness here.
Oh, awesome.
She is certainly thrifty.
Thrifty.
When I go to these extremes and people see this, I think it annoys a lot of them, but I don't care. It saves money. If you don't understand that, I don't know how to speak to you.
Amy is one of those types that I think will never change her cheapskate.
Do you know what I'd do? I'd have, left the door open. And then I'd quickly undo the seatbelt, evasive maneuver, tip her out of the bastard plane. Imagine how many lives you'd save. She's awful.
Because it's just been ingrained into her lifestyle for so long that that's the way she is.
This is how millionaire cheapskates live.
Amy is a millionaire, but she's still a cheapskate.
By the way, I forgot to ask, but can I get a ride home too?
Oh my god! She's asking for a ride back! Are you taking the piss? Right, that's the end of the video. I can't believe what I've just watched. I can't. What was that? I mean, I've said this before. I can't remember if I said it in both of the previous episodes in this series, both Extreme Cheapskates, or if it was just the last one. But when you hear the really crazy stuff, you can't help but ask: is this fake? Is this staged? Is it set up? Because even in today's world, with all the crazy shit that you see in today's world, it's still this stuff. It's like, what? Are you for real right now? But practically everything that was happening was like, come on. I had to question it because it was just ridiculous. Wow. I mean, where to begin? How do I unpack this? I have no idea how to summarise any of this. So, she had a husband. They got divorced. Her own words. When they agreed to divorce. You mean when she... Well, actually, no. No. I might take that back, that it was him that was like, I've had enough of you. Because he's running around for her like... oh my god. She had him come out... Where was she? It didn't say where she was going, did it? All I know is that she was going to LA. But she has him come to the house that he gave her, clean it, do her gardening, drive her into the city to do whatever, hair, he said appointments, shopping, stuff like that. And then she feeds him cat food tuna sandwiches and mayo sandwiches. I mean, she gives her friends those sandwiches too. She has one knife. She uses her sponges until they fall into bits. I mean, forget the millionaire aspect of it. If that was somebody, if that was a normal person, I would say that you are batshit crazy. You can't treat people like that. Wow. I mean, seriously, think about it. Put yourself in that situation. What would you do if your friend or ex-wife that you were doing all these favours for going out of your way to help when you are absolutely not entitled to. There's no kids involved. So as soon as that divorce has come through, think of it in the context of your ex-husband, right? As soon as that divorce is finalised, you have nothing. You have no obligation to do anything at all, unless you want to. And then she gives you a sandwich made from cat food. What would you do? You know? Would you just go, oh, it's okay? Wow. That's why I didn't find it funny. You know, that the whole point of these Extreme Cheapskates episodes is because the bizarre, how bizarre they are and how crazy and out of the ordinary it is. All the stuff that we've seen so far in the first two, it is funny. You can't help but laugh. But this one, I couldn't find it funny because it just felt like abuse. She's abusing that man. She's treating her friends like... Oh... I mean, there has to be a law against that, right? You can't give people food that's not fit for human consumption. And that's what pet products are. They're not for human consumption. I mean, amazingly, her going to that airbase or airfield, whatever it was, just letting herself in the hangar, walking up to the first pilot next to his plane that she could find and saying, oh, can you fly me to LA for nothing? That was the least crazy part of the entire thing. That was mental. Absolutely mental. She's a disgusting, selfish... Oh, wow. She's one of those millionaires. She has got to where she is now by stabbing everybody in the back and effing everybody over. She's one of them. She's not rich because she saves her money. I mean, it'll be a contributing factor, yeah, but no, it's because she's effed everyone over. I mean, the way that she turned to the camera when her ex-husband was eating the sandwich made out of cat food and she was like, I just saved 20 cents or whatever it was. You know, it was like something out of a horror film. Wow. I have a deep, real, passionate hatred for that woman. There's words I'd like to use to describe her, but I won't, because these Extreme Cheapskates reactions, there's someone in particular who enjoys these, and that kind of language isn't appropriate when she's watching them. So I'll keep it light, but wow. That was a different level. So yeah, there you go, Marielle. You got your cheapest millionaire reaction, I guess. Are you happy now that you've put me through that torture? That's what it was. It was torture. Whoa. Oh my god, what a psycho. Please tell me she's like in jail or something. She was caught fiddling her taxes and she's off the streets, because she's a danger. She's dangerous. She could be dangerous given the chance. Like, if it turned out in 10 years' time or after she dies that she killed a bunch of people, I would not be surprised. She has psychotic, sociopathic narcissist written all over her face. Everything about her just made me feel that way about her. Wow. That was so weird, scary, annoying, frustrating, infuriating, disgusting, worrying, concerning, mind-boggling. So there's your summary. Thanks for watching, Patreon. Sorry that this wasn't the entertaining episode that you'd be hoping for, but I couldn't laugh at that. It just wasn't funny. But it was still, yeah, it was a good episode. So, I'm going to go try and recover from this now. See you later.